Okay, now I've plugged the audio in. This is the E30 Baur restoration series, so welcome back. In the previous episode, links in the description, we continued fabrication on this bottom pocket, and I think we also did this back section here as well. I can't quite remember because it's all kind of merging into one now because I'm quite ahead on this build. Anyway, 5 panels done on here, all tacked in place, ready to go. I do need to go on a welding spree, but that's going to be in a couple of episodes time because I obviously need to weld this in fully and weld all this in here and the other one, and etc. at the back section. In this episode, I'm going to tackle that floor pan, which is the worst bit of the car because it's just had bad repairs, and yeah, for some reason, the driver's side is worse than the passenger side, even though the driver's side isn't in the gutter. Anyway, I've got a panel just down there. I'm going to get that welded in, do all the other little fiddly panels that I need to do, get all that sorted, and then I'm going to try and get all the major fabrication done on the car in this episode, so then the next episode we can go on a welding spree. So let's get into it. Yes. You can see some real nice, lovely repairs that have been done previously. Now you can see the lapped panels round here. This is just welding, and yeah, it's not great. You can also see hole here. There's holes here, holes back here, holes down here. Rust, rust, more rust. Now we've got this here, which is a panel which Pav, the owner, has bought, and this will come in handy to obviously pop in there. Usually we'd make the panels ourselves because mostly some of the remanufactured panels aren't really thick enough, but this is good grade steel, so we can use this. Now obviously with the car being on a rotisserie, I don't want to cut too much of this out because it's going to disturb the structural integrity of the car when it's on the rotisserie. So I'm going to cut down here, and I'm going to cut down here as well, so this chassis rail kind of maintains in place, and it's also still connected back here, and that'll be easier than unpicking it and, you know, disturbing the chassis rail as well. We are going to spray in here with cavity wax just to protect it, so that will be done. But for now, I'm going to replace this floor pan, and I'm also going to replace this here as well. So I've done those bits on the bulkhead. Now, when I offered those panels up, I actually cut through both sections, separated them, and then put that new section in. So that's all going to be butt welded. You can see the old panel there, number 4, which was that one there. Anyway, so that's sorted. When I did offer the panels up, I actually drew round the holes. So there's 2 holes that I do actually need to create in that. But that's all sorted for now. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to move on to this cowl section. So I've got the panel that I can use. So I'm going to cut this out, get this cowl section sorted, and then I'm going to move on to this sort of battery tray area here, which has had quite a lot of bad repairs on it. Yeah, looking forward to that. Right, so that's the battery tray kind of tacked in there. Now, obviously I need to fully weld it. You may have seen the what's underneath that battery tray also needs repairing as well, which I can do now. So I'd rather get the battery tray in there and get it flat to where it needs to be, and then I can form the L angles on the bottom side to the battery tray instead of trying to bend the battery tray to where it needs to be. So that's in. I just need to obviously weld it fully. I'm now going to measure up for the L angles, and I'm going to make probably one big one and then just cut it down to what I need, get some holes drilled in it, get it tacked in there, and then that should be this complete. I've then got a small section up here to do, and then a couple of small sections at the back, and then once that's done, that's 90% of all the fabrication complete on this car, because I've still got the bow roof to do, but we're waiting for something to be delivered for the bow roof. Right, so the situation is that battery tray is done. The 3 little L angles, they're done, tacked in. Everything is tacked in on this car. I've still got this little section here to do, and then I've got a little bit on the back which holds the fuel filter, because that's completely disappeared, so I'm gonna have to make it up as I go along. There's a little bit left, but yeah. So I've got that to do, and then there's just little tiny odds and ends. I mean, I've done quite a lot of work off camera, because it's just tiny little bits that you can't really see because I get in the way and stuff, and you know, just little bits. Anyway, I went through the same situation with Matt Armstrong's car when I was getting that ready. Links in the description to our playlist. Yeah, oh, there's a magnet there, look, cool. It is time for the welding spree. I have no idea how long this video actually is so far, but I'm just going to continue going. I'm going to start from here, and I'm just going to weld everything. I'm going to just spend the whole day welding and try and get it done. Hopefully we've got enough gas and and welding wire. But yeah, I'm going to weld everything. I'm going to start at the bottom first to obviously get the undercarriage all sorted, and then I'll move on to the arches and anything else that I need to do. Yeah. Let the welding commence. Ran out of welding gas on more than one welder. Yeah, I got halfway through this panel and ran out of welding gas, unfortunately. So we need to get some more welding gas tomorrow, which has put a little bit of a stop to the welding. However, I have got most of the welding done, and there's like, I don't know, 17 kilometers of welding that I've done today. Anyway, I do have a little bit more fabrication, which I've just remembered about. So we need to blank off this antenna hole, so I need to make a little panel for that. And there's also a little panel that I need to make on that front section, which I didn't forget about, but sort of like I started doing some other stuff. Yeah, apart from that, the only thing I've got left to weld, except for those two bits and obviously these Baur roof sections, is this full back sort of section here, which I need to get welded in. And yeah, there's still a lot to do. And Dinitrol are actually coming in a couple of days to assist with coating the underside of this, and it's not ready yet. They're also coming to do Auto Alex's car, and that's also not ready. And we've run out of welding gas. Fantabulous. Oh yeah. Okay.